I do have skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
Turned again.
That's how they are. They're not facing the road.
Yeah, I know. Every time I come here, this is rotated a different way. It amazes me.
That's how it is. And that's how they have to, that's how the council guy would need to take a photo of the side.
See, my shorts lasted?
Good.
Isn't it?
Good. And yet she gets out but doesn't see it. See?
And look at that. Could you ask for anything better than a whole waiting there for me?
Okay, oh, right, you read that, I'll read that. There's something in that.
On police questioning. Yeah, I've got an Official Information Act. You notice on my latest video clips, in the descriptions I've put that link to the generic documents.
Yes.
If you click on that and go into it, there's an Official Information Act request where he's asking about police identifying themselves. And it says quite plainly, if asked, the police officer must supply his name and number in their own handbook.
But you know what? I would just leave windows up, door unlocked, because they want, if they're going to gain entry, I don't want the window smashed.
Sure.
But I would put the window up, I would refrain from talking, and I would keep my hands on the phone. Now, of course, they can...
They'll say under LTA 113 we can ask you for your driver's license, but they have to suspect you of committing an offence.
Well,
so if it's just a driver's license check, there's no offence committed.
If it's a sobriety checkpoint, then they can, they have the right to, you have to do the breathalyzer and, you know, name and address, whatever. If you are the driver or registered owner. That's why they want you to sort of say, you know, they'll ask the driver's license.
When I got stopped by Brian Leslie opposite the cop shop, 24th of September back in 2015, you notice he asked me, am I on a public road 14 times? I'm filming from a public area, so I'm sure Google has a better shot of this than I do.
Into a private premise.
Which I'm quite allowed to do.
No, you're not.
Really? Can you cite that law for me?
You're not allowed to shoot.
Can you cite me that law?
I just told you it's akin to peeping and peering.
Okay, what legislative rule of society? For what purpose? Can I have your identification, please?
My name is Brian Leslie, Sergeant at the Waitakere Police Station.
Okay, and for what purpose do you need my identification for? Excuse me, sir. Sergeant? What purpose do you need my identification for?
I've already asked you for your identification.
For what purpose, sir? Do you suspect me of committing a crime? Sir, do you suspect me of committing a crime? Excuse me, sir, do you suspect me...
Are you on a public road? You just told me out.
I have free access to...
in a vehicle.
I'm a man.
So I have the right to see your driver's license, and I'm not going to
Under what authority, sir?
I'm not going to ask you again.
Or what do you mean you're not going to ask me again? What does that mean? Excuse me, sir, what does... Excuse me, who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah, why is this man not answering my questions? I'm fine. Why are you hiding?
Why are you filming?
Because I have a right to.
Are you a road user?
I'm a man sitting in my property.
Are you on a public road?
I'm on the ground.
You told me you're on a public place.
I'm in a public area, yes, that's correct. And there's no expectation of privacy in public, is there?
This public area here is actually...
Am I being detained?
This public area here...
Am I being detained,
I'm telling you to stay here until I...
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
You're not free to go.
Then am I being detained, sir?
I have the right to see your driver's license.
I have the right to know why I'm being detained without delay. Can you give me reasonable articulated suspicion as to why you're detaining me, sir?
I'm talking about the real owners now. The real owners, the big...
You're not free to move, sir.
Why is that, sir?
I've asked for your driver's license. You're a
For
road
what
user
purpose?
On a public road.
Yeah, and do you suspect me of
Are
committing
you
an
on
injury?
a public road, yes or no?
Do you suspect me of
Are you
committing?
on a public road?
Do you suspect
Are you on a
me?
public road?
Do you suspect me of
Are you on a
committing
public
a
road?
a breach against the Land Transport Act 1998? Do you suspect me of
Are you on
committing a
public
breach?
road?
You don't.
Do you suspect me of committing an
Are
offence,
you on a
sir?
public road?
Owners. They own you.
I am in my
Are
property
you
on a public
They own
road?
all
on
important
the land.
Are you on a
They own
public
and
road?
control the corporation.
What aren't you
They own
understanding,
important
sir?
papers,
Are you
the
on a
Senate,
public
the
road?
Congress, the state
Sergeant.
houses, the city halls,
Are
and
you
got
on a
the
public
judges in
road?
their back pocket. And they own all
Am
the
I obliged to answer your questions?
Just about
Are
all
you
the
on a
news
public
and
road? I'm
Am I
trying to
obliged
assist
to-
you in
They got
answering
you.
your
I don't need your
questions.
assistance,
I'm
sir.
requesting
Did I ask you for your assistance? You've approached me while I've parked here doing my own thing.
What they want.
The Land Transport Act.
Well, we
Get your
know what
license.
they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else.
You can have
I'll
that.
tell you what they don't want.
You can have
Are
that.
you telling me you're not a licensed driver?
Citizens capable
I'm
of
not telling you
critical thinking. They don't
anything.
want
I have the right
I'll
to
assume you're not a
silence.
licensed driver.
Oh, I am. There's a driver's license right there, sir. You can see that from me. No, I'm not going to give it to you. You can see it from there. Of course you can.
They don't want people who are smart enough to
And I'd like to know why you've stopped me, why you're approaching me. Because I'm filming in a public area where there's no expectation of privacy whatsoever, which I'm allowed to. Oh, really? You go and arrest Google, because Google has better shots of your land than I do. And I said, I'm on the ground. I'm in my car on Earth. What aren't you getting, Brian? And he just kept saying, are you on a public road? Because he wanted me to...
Road might be another commercial road.
It is.
And a right of way.
Yeah. That's what he was trying to drop me into, and except I already knew that by that time.
And of course in court, the judge seems to be hung up on the like, will you drive or will you be driving?
Are you going to play this part? We're wanting you to be an actor.
See, they want you to actually drive. That's why there's no still constitution to drive.
See, in 2 weeks this will just be a plea enter. So I don't expect much will go on in this first one. It'll just be how do you enter a plea, and I can say, well, by being fully informed of the course and nature, Your Honour.
Yeah, you want to see the evidence. You want to know that, what evidence. But I guess
What the allegation is, but they'll go, oh, we'll get into the evidence at trial. They just want a plea.
it's also so, up there, it's like one of those places where they get
They're going to be upping this from 60 to 120 soon.
Okay, well,
Special vehicle lane
I
offences.
think on the yellow desk, and I didn't get anything out of there, but it's still on the yellow desk. It's $200, and if you don't pay that, also tow fee is $250, and combined, $650. So if they
But you can walk up to your car when it's getting towed and they have to release it.
Listen, $200 fine
Yeah.
fee is what they're charging fee. Plus, if it's towed, there's a $250 fee. Combined, $650.
So where's the extra 200 coming
Do
from?
math.
That's
That's what the sign
450.
says. You'll stick to the sign.
Oh yeah, because it's all 30-minute parking up there.
No, it's private property, so
That's why they've got private parking enforcement.
That's for the BNC.
So they'll have private parking enforcement then
Yeah,
too.
they have, big
So if you're on
man
if you're on MVR, if you're not on MVR, they're screwed. Motor vehicle register. If you've opted out of being on the motor vehicle register, they can't access your
Yeah,
details.
no, but they can. They can.
Let's see them try that
They
one.
can. They do, they can. And people have to
Makes
pay
me-
$200 relief fee.
They're not going to be able to claim me. So I'll say, well, that's illegal. There's no law saying that you can do that. I'd like to leave now. I've got the right to leave. Take the claim for.
Yeah, but they will see it, I guess,
Because
as
it's not-
distress damage feasant.
Yeah, but even with distress damage feasants,
Heard.
distress damage feasants, they have to, even with that, they have to, if you show up and that's your vehicle by putting the keys and opening the car. Yeah, exactly, so they have to...
That's the tow trucks. They're not under the same rules as tow trucks. But if you say tow me and you walk away and then a tow truck arrives, once that tow truck is there and you're there, they must release it to you.
Yeah.
So you only have to wait around
And
for
then the
that.
person that called the tow authority is the one that's liable for the
That's
towing
right.
charges.
But the other is that they will put a clamp on So the only way in which to release really the claims is either you sue the receiver and know how to do it, or you pay and then seek the money later in the dispute tribunal, because
That's a whole heap of shit
no
though, isn't it?
actual
The legislation. But they're going full hog today. I've noticed there's been a few getting towed.
Where are they being told
God knows. But still, it's a private property. They haven't got the right to hold your property if you show up, even if it is clean.
I guess they're considering the first damage fees that they can hold your car until such time as you reimburse me for my loss, but there's no actual loss.
There's no loss.
The landowner has to ask you to leave. If you then refuse, then they can call the police. And if you still refuse, then you're trespassing.
Yeah, they go back to civil law.
But they're relying on people being ignorant of the law, and once it's planned, it's very difficult to just move on, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got some guy calling me a shit stirrer this morning and saying clearly that he said that the broken yellow lines overrule any other markings. And I went, have you got some evidence of that, please? And he can't show me it.
The way I look at it is how is the people going to do it?
He reckons when he drives past he can see the broken yellows. And I go, yeah, but you see the white
when
hockey.
When you come up here, you see that white hockey. You pull in and you reverse back in. You do not see the broken yellow.
I agree.
People are going to see
the hockey. The only reason he'd see a broken yellow is if there wasn't two more cars here parked up. Because if it's right backed up to these, say he wasn't here but these two were, you can't see the broken yellows.
Parked here is one thing, but you almost want to see the people still make note of the money. So it's almost like,
I'll have it that way. So that way people can see it either way. I just keep turning it. That's the whole point. I wanted to keep turning it. So a member of the police investigating an offence, so there must be an offence for them to investigate.
It's about having a lawyer and then question. That's what I thought was interesting.
Person from whom is thought that usual information may be obtained whether or not that person is a suspect. This must not suggest that it's compulsory for a person questioned to answer. And yet I've got Neil Winterbottom telling me that I am obliged to answer those questions.
Who are you? Pardon? Who are you? Who am I? Yes. I'm Police Constable Neil Winterbottom.
Where are you from?
Warkworth.
Oh, okay.
Have you got your driving licence here, please?
Do you have proof I require such a thing?
You don't need to have proof. I'm in uniform. Driving a marked police car.
Okay.
Okay. Have you got your driving licence here, please?
Is that an order or a request?
This is a request.
Can a request be declined?
It can.
Okay.
All right. What's your surname, please? Now that's not an order, but it's a legal requirement that you must now supply me your surname.
And my understanding is that the word "you" creates joinder between the man and the person. So do you believe I'm a person, or do you believe I'm a man?
What is your surname, sir?
Well, I'd just like you to answer my questions, please, sir.
I'm not going to argue with you about whether you're a person or
I'm not interested in arguing with you either, sir.
Right.
Just after some clarification.
Okay. I'm asking you a legal requirement for you to supply me your surname.
Is that a lawful requirement,
It's a lawful
sir?
requirement.
Is
You
it?
need to now supply me your name.
Can you please tell me the difference between lawful and legal, please, sir?
No, I can't.
Why not, sir?
What's your surname?
Sir, I'm just a man. I don't have a surname. I'm just a man.
What is your name?
I'm commonly known as Mark, or Dad.
Okay.
Ian, am I obliged
Yes,
to
you
answer
are.
your questions?
Yes, you
So
are.
do I have the right to remain silent then?
No, you don't.
I don't.
No,
I don't.
you don't.
So you're telling
Only
me
when
as a
you're
man
making
I don't have the right to remain silent?
Only when you're making a statement and your date of birth.
I don't have a date of birth. I was born.
Yeah, well, that'll do.
I was there at the time, but
That'll
I can't
do.
honestly remember. That would be third-hand information if I was to give you that. I take it that was another order, was it?
It's a statutory
Yeah,
requirement.
well, it's my understanding that a statutory requirement is only legislation given the force of law of consent. So what understanding do you have that I've given consent for any statutory legal requirement to apply to me, sir?
What's your home address at the moment?
Again, am I obliged to answer that question?
I'm only going to answer questions that you're obliged to answer me.
Yeah, but there he is, right on video saying, I says, am I obliged to answer that question? He goes, yes, you are.
Yeah, but they're allowed to lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just shows him what a liar he was.
Pay attention to what they say. You either have to know the law, or...
Oh, I take it they're not legally trained. How the fuck would they know?
They're allowed to lie, and they will in order to get what they want from you.
Yeah, they're exempt. They're exempt from civil prosecution, but not criminal.
You can bring a civil claim as well, like that Constable Bissell That was a civil claim against him for battery, unlawful arrest and unlawful imprisonment.
See, but this is wrong. Yeah, the person has the right to refrain. Because I got a $60 ticket for being parked on broken yellows, and you can see the white lines, so it makes you think it's a car park.
When you pull in, you see the white
No, I'm just warning everybody to not bloody park here, because the wardens around us think it's $60. Yeah. No, not even here. Broken yellows go right along. As far as the council's concerned, those white hockey sticks don't exist. So they gave me a $60 ticket.
Right. I think she might be a member of staff. I don't know. She's
Oh, yeah, she is. Yeah.
So she just had a quick look.
So, exactly. Yeah, they're still giving out tickets. See the little white X's on the white lines? They're supposed to have removed them, but they haven't. That's a loading bay. No one's allowed to park here at all. In this park, no one. There, loading zone.
What's this private parking there for? What does that belong to?
Oh, this is mine. I brought it. Just to warn people not to park here. That's why I wrote that on the chalk as well.
When the likes of me, your mother, whatever, who
you just pull in and park.
You see the white copy.
Yeah, they charged me $60, so I've charged them $75 for giving me a ticket.
How much is it made?
I don't know. I've got to go to court 2 weeks' time and challenge it, because the warden's rule book, their own parking compliance training manual, says if there's conflicting road markings, not to issue an infringement.
That's not fair.
But they did. So I'm going to nail them to the wall over it, mate. It's the way, mate. Still revenue, isn't it? See, now that's a special vehicle lane offence right there.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not parked, I'm just standing here. Doesn't matter.
Stand, stop, parked, same thing.
Exactly right.
Yeah, they'll always try that one on.
Indeed. Have you been watching? Have you been watching?
No, what? No, I drove by, but there was no parking at the time. So
I was tempted just to come back and park here.
Well, there's no offence can be generated
without
consent and identifying particulars.
Yeah, so they need your name and number. Hi there. Oh, I got a $60 parking ticket for being parked on broken yellows, and yet there's white hockey sticks there marking a car park. So which one do I follow? And the rules are conflicting road markings, they shouldn't issue a ticket, but they're still doing it anyway.
Oh, is that the rules, is it?
Yeah, well, I've got their manual that they train the parking wardens with, and it says they shouldn't be issuing tickets, but they're still doing it, even after I told them. So that's why I put don't parking.
Just 90-minute parking begins
You would think that, wouldn't you?
Well, where else would it begin? Does it mean the other side of the...
The other side is 5 minutes, 5 minutes.
And it says loading zone 5 as well. So what do you follow? And if there's conflicting markings, no restriction applies.
Well, that's only certain times, isn't it?
Yeah, but that means now.
Yeah.
So you'd expect these to be three. It's because what they haven't done is see the white X's on the hockeys. They haven't actually water blasted the white lines away. It's supposed to be broken yellows.
Yeah.
But because they haven't done that, the wardens are still coming along and dishing out tickets for $60 a pop for everybody that parks here, because everybody thinks it's a car park. You see the white hockey when you're driving along. You don't see these yellows in the morning because the shadow blocks them.
Well, that's just about as plain as the white.
Exactly.
So you see white hockey and you pull in and you reverse back, you get out. You might go up to Harvey Norman, you go up and see the broken yellows, you see the white hockey stick, you see the parking space.
Exactly. So my point is, I have no issue if they want to dish a ticket out for broken yellows, but don't have the white lines there, because
well, it does. I would say that blue sign there overrides everything.
But the road markings have to...
I know where it should begin, there's another sign.
There's a loading zone sign facing that way at the moment, underneath the gun, you can't see. And it's the loading zone saying 5 minutes.
And these signs don't say...
Yeah, that loading zone would presumably apply all times, whereas that P90 would apply only...
Exactly, in the time restrictions, but the restrictions don't apply at the moment because they've got conflicting road markings.
Yeah.
So what the warden should have done instead of issue me a ticket is to call the council and get that removed, but he didn't. So I did.
Yes.
And I notified them in writing about the faulty road markings on the 4th of December. They were out here dishing out tickets on the 19th of December. So even after they were informed that they're issuing tickets illegally, they're still doing it.
Well,
So my only choice is to come and protest and warn people.
Another option is to go to the ombudsman about it.
No, well, I'm going to court to question my ticket.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to see other people getting stung $60 a hit, you know?
But yeah, it's 5 minute loading zone, so it doesn't take 20 to 5 minute loading zone. It doesn't give you any hours of period. And it just says, okay, so the thing like, they can well, but up to 6 years now, you could stay there till 8 a.m. But it's the right topic. Now the people, what are they can come up, people are happy, people go up and talk into that spot. They are not going to do that stuff. You can't have that confusion going on, because what it is purely a knowledge of
Anyway, definitely take me on a pedestrian.
Wouldn't want to come around here with you with your sign and write a ticket right in front of us.
Good. Then my job is done already then.
We can't have these conflicting motor car interpretations.
They just pay. It's all I cop on the internet is, won't you just pay the ticket?
Yeah.
So because I'm not frickin' guilty. And then they go, well, we trust that the council's getting it right. Oh, well, there you go. Misplaced trust. That's not my problem.
Yeah. I think they just have to prove everything.
Exactly.
It's
not for me to guess what the words mean.
Yeah,
it's for them to
or
explain it.
to give other words. It is just for them to have to prove beyond any reasonable doubt every element.
Yeah, dead right. If you're happy to stand here with the sign, I'm just going to go for a wander.
I can explain it.
I'll look in and see the boys with the camera.
I can explain everything.
Cool. Back in a sec. They've got their doors closed. Their doors are closed. Okay everybody, beware. This is the back of the PNZ car parking area that I had clamping. That's the light. I think my sign's noticeable. No one down there. There doesn't seem to be any clampers. That's alright.
Because I did see a couple get out and then they walked off to the library and I thought, I'll tell them if anyone walks over towards their car, but no one did. So I thought, okay, so the camper's not in there at the moment. But yes, I just saw a tow truck with 2 cars.
They're in high force at the moment, aren't they? Oh, here we go.
There's something more to phone.
They're busy today, aren't they? Lots of friends.
Yeah, I don't mind cops doing their job. I just don't like cops when they infringe on our rights.
Standing there playing peekaboo, they are.
The same.
Did you see him duck in when he saw the camera come up? Got him. That's the that chased the other guy down the road looking for a fight.
looks like that is.
Well, they don't toy the little guys, do they really, unless they're a chihuahua.
My question is, how many of them have got criminal bloody convictions?
Oh yeah, they probably do.
That's why I couldn't get over it. And remember I rang up the council about parking, and they put me through to a lawyer, and she hung up on me?
Yeah.
Her name's Vanessa. So that would have been the same Vanessa's, my guess. So she'd already spoken to me on the phone before I sent all the letters off to her. So I won't see them until probably end of March, is my guess. It's usually 2 months after the prelim that they have the actual hearing.
But inside that foyer too, they have a sign that says, you know, like no cell phones. Like, you know, like a line through the cell phones and all the cell phones.
So all the people inside that building using cell phones aren't supposed to be?
Yeah.
Because you know they are.
It's a public place. Is there someone down there?
Even if it's a public place, they still have some unreasonable expectation of privacy anyway. That's what I can't fathom. I mean, whether they get off telling me people coming out of that courthouse have an expectation of privacy. No, they don't.
I wonder if that's a lawyer or a member of staff just watching you. He's having a cigarette, but he's busy watching you.
Who can do?
You can check out the sign.
I don't know. You can see it really clearly from the other end. But I'll just stand here for an hour or two, spinning my sign. I've done my job for the day, and I might catch this person as they come out too. It's my channel, mate. Check it out if you like. I got a parking ticket here.
Yeah, you get a ticket here?
Broken yellows.
It's not a parking space.
I know the white line might give it away that you think it's a car park, but it ain't. If the warden's on duty, he'll dish you a $60 ticket. See what I mean? They've got, the rule is, if there's conflicting road markers, so in other words, park and broken yellows, then they're not supposed to issue a ticket. Yeah. It's revenue, mate.
Yeah, because they haven't gone out of their way.
They haven't got rid of the white ones.
So it's an entrapment.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So when you pulled in here, did you see the white hockey stick and think that's a car
Well, I
park?
was told, mate, if you're going to do a job, make sure that it's all finished, and obviously this job hasn't been fucking finished.
Yeah, and I got mine in October. I let them know at the start of December because the warden's supposed to have called it in to get it fixed. If you can't issue a ticket.
If you ever came and take a photo, everyone that you know.
That's alright, I've got photos anyway. It'll be on YouTube.
These are the standards that go on.
Well, that's probably why they're not coming near you.
No, they won't. But that's cool, because it's still, my job's done. They won't come and dish tickets out while I'm standing here.
Pretty much a ticket.
So,
I had tell my sister to move the car.
oh, sure. Technically speaking, conflicting signage, you shouldn't be issued one anyway. So the restriction doesn't apply when there's more than one lane. I know, but just for your own reference, mate, next time, don't get caught. Yeah. So yeah, after I informed them in writing that that fault existed, they still dished out 2 tickets on the 19th.
Well, I thought it was a ticket, bro.
Nah, it's just me, bro. Nah, you're good.
Keep it. Put it in your pocket.
No, I just thought it was a ticket or something.
Keep it.
You're safe.
You want to see the YouTube channel. You want to see it. Grab it. Give it to
That didn't take him long, did it? That guy, he was the one that drove past before, and he's back in 5 minutes. So where did he go? To the cop shop and back?
no, it's still not fine. It's not working.
They're evil buggers, mate. I did everything I was supposed to. Sent it all in. You'll see it. It's all on. It's not the $60 parking ticket, Saga. There's 10 parts already.
Yeah, the trap. You're trying to trap us. Because all we saw was the white line. But this thing here,
Got a ticket for it. I did, not you. You're safe.
We got a ticket.
I got a ticket for being parked on broken yellows here, and you see the white line?
No. Oh yeah.
See the white line? You think it's a car park?
Yeah.
But it's broken yellows as well, so they'll give you a $60 ticket for it. Mixed signage. You don't know what to follow.
I got to pay $60.
No, you don't. You haven't got a ticket. I did.
Oh, really?
I'm protesting it because they won't come back here and get rid of the white lines.
Oh,
so people are still parking here, and you'll still get more tickets.
Look at that. Yeah.
They need to come and fix it.
Wow.
But they won't, so I told them I'll be down here protesting until you bloody do.
Good on you.
Might as well, hey? And it's going up to 120 soon. I just don't want anyone else getting another ticket, mate. So if I stand here, the warden's not going to come anywhere near. Yeah, that's slimy, eh? Technically speaking, if there's conflicting road markings like that, they're not allowed to issue a ticket. They're supposed to ring up the council and tell them the fault to get it fixed. But they don't, they just sit there and do it. So I did. And they still haven't fixed it. Yeah. Yeah, man. I won the last case. Nah, you don't. It's my channel. Look that up on YouTube. Everything, yeah, well, perhaps someone in your family does.
Where are you going to go back?
It's one over the road. P90 over there. Between the silver and the white. Yeah, broken yellows. They'll sting you $60, even though there's a car park line there. Sneaky buggers. Yeah. More and more learning. Oh, flat battery. Perhaps they're bored.
I think the cops were looking at illegally parking there.
I think they might have been thinking going down that driveway. And I think it's
No, he pointed him to the next one, but his car park, I think he's got a couple of people in the back he needs to drop off or something.
The passenger cop was still having a read.
Oh, good eyeball. That's all right. That's what I'm here for, to stop people.
Now it's empty, someone's going to think to pull in here.
It's all right if they do. Oh, look, that's the same spotless van. That van was here last time we protested.
Really?
Yeah, remember? It was there for the whole time we protested last time. It's probably working.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, here comes the bus driver to have a word. G'day, g'day. What, you don't get a ticket for leaving your bus unattended, mate? They dished them out for that. What, would you park here? If you see the white hockey? Because you'll get a broken yellow $60 ticket for it. Yeah, they need to get rid of these white lines, mate.
Actually, that's a good photo, just showing that. Just
just showing that. Like, if you see that, does that not look like a parking?
Yeah, I got footage of all of that already. It's all in the earlier parts. You don't want to get one off me, do you? Don't want to get one off me with the updated photo?
Hang on.
Yeah. I don't care if I have to stand here all day. Well, within reason. So the parking people are telling me now that they're not sure who's going to pay my $75 fee. If these white lines weren't here, I wouldn't have an issue with paying the $60. Quite honestly, I'd just pay the $60 ticket because I'm parked on broken yellows. There's no conflicting markings. I'd just pay it, you know, but it's the point that he did something he shouldn't have done. That's what needs to get rectified.
But what I've even seen them do in court is the police prosecutor, not police prosecutor, who will have? They'll have their own prosecution.
Sure. Auckland parking prosecutor, yeah.
Will sort of say, oh, Your Honour, I can't find the file. And they'll either sort of put it off and fuss you around, or they'll just say, oh, well, we'll cancel it.
Yeah,
you know,
withdraw
it. Now, so they'll bring you to that length, they'll get you to go off with that procedure because they asked you.
Yeah, and the record will reflect that. So it doesn't matter how they react, it still looks bad from day one. The fact that they didn't just wipe it and say, how bad, we'll get it fixed, end of. And they decide to stick to their guns and say that I'd given them excuses or reasons, which I never did. All I ever did was ask for a hearing.
That's why at least the judicial branch and the executive branch are separate. Yeah. And a lot of people seem to think they're not, but they are separate.
No, you're right.
And they need to be.
Oh, here's another spotless man here. Perhaps it was this one. See lots of council vehicles driving past.
The human race, there's so many people who might think, oh, what's that about? But they haven't carved up and come and inquired. Because they're just ignorant and they're arrogant and they just want to remain that way, it would seem.
Oh, most of them, yeah, will keep their head in the sand.
That woman who didn't pay rates for like 12 years and she died before anything.
Penny Bright.
Yeah, before
she lost her house.
Really happened, though.
Yeah.
Well, but for 12, I think she was still living in it though when she died.
Yes, she was. She got ovarian cancer.
Yeah, but
she was diabetic as well.
Because for 12 years they couldn't force her to pay the rates because I don't think
she wanted an itemised list of what the rates were being spent on.
Yeah.
That's all she was asking for.
I know that there's another cop car, but I don't think it's doing anything.
That's cool. Give them away.
Yeah, so I don't think that she was probably ever obligated to pay rates. And so, I mean, that's meant to be our land, and then they sort of say, well, you have to.
You're only the tenant. They own the land.
Yeah, we get sort of use, we get
equitable use.
Of the top 12 inches or whatever it might be.
Yeah, that's right. You do. That's quite right. Oh, he had to do a lap that time, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, he went round the roundabout and came back. Why haven't they fixed it 3 months on?
Because it's money making. It's money making.
So gets under my skin, eh? Well, I'm just trying to encourage their compliance. Hey? For them to fix it. You reckon? If he doesn't, perhaps I should ask. If they don't, perhaps I should ask them to. Ask, you know. And ask them, and also tell the court I'd like them to make sure Auckland Transport repays every person they issued a ticket to here. No, they just need a water blaster. Yeah, absolutely. Hi. Get a $60 ticket for parking on broken yellows, even though there's white lines saying a car park. So when people park, they get stung $60. And you'd expect, when you see those hookies, that that's a car park. So I'm just getting the council back. Hey, buddy. Auckland Transport is supposed to be acting as a government department, but they're a private corporation, even though they've got a .govt in their email address. But then the government's a private corporation.
That's why it's all about making money, isn't it?
Yeah. There's not 148 wardens anymore, there's 124 currently. So, I'm saying, yeah, so that's 124 times 44,000. It's a lot of money.
Plus $5 per hour at night time, and
yeah,
money, and...
Yes, you've got all of these warden powers if an offence has been created. But you've got to prove the offence. Those initial photos, you can't see those broken yellows.
Yeah,
that's why they went back a month later.
They could have been created after.
Well, they were relevant. Because, I mean, the photo I took of the revenue track, the car parked right there, you can see the broken yellows clear as. Anything done before the hearing is irrelevant.
They'll just keep changing and changing. And that's why I think too, in the court, the judge needs to get someone to act as the judge.
Yep.
And the judge has no sua sponte duty in order to provide interpretation of the word driver.
It's when she got that amicus for me, it was to help her, not me.
Yeah, no, it's very much for her. Because you see, she needs to remain in honour. She can't be
Got him.
He's going fast,
wasn't he?
She can't be
Got him.
He's going fast,
wasn't he? That was doing over 60 there, officer.
Yeah, he's going faster than anyone else I've seen.
That's why I got him. I'm just leaving this on hanging, so if I see something, boom. Don't do it. Yeah, got a chuckle. That's what I mean. Most people are favourable to what I'm doing and not to what Auckland Transport has done.
Oh, they left it? Yes, they are. There's a whole
We'll just zoom in on that muppy. What's his plate number? Let's have a look, shall we? HJN 448. God, I love the zoom on this thing. Really sums it up.
That was good. That's brilliant.
They have darkened front rims, or was it the aerials? Or who was inside that got your attention?
I think as it went by, I saw the Holden label logo, and then I saw the aerials on the top.
Yeah.
But I didn't see the front.
You usually tell that because they brake. Excessive braking, they're always tailgating people.
Tailgating or just racing to some scene and so they're braking harder and more.
Oh, it's possible. Yeah, mate, don't do it. See, he was going to do that.
Oh, look at this one. Surely not. Let's go for that. Surely. No, just two.
Let's start learning, you know? He was going to as well.
Behind you there's a cop car.
Yeah, I know. In the driveway. Pardon?
Don't have a snappy photos or something.
Oh, you can do. You get much better ones off my website if you want. You should just subscribe.
Come on up and talk.
That's AJ.
Who's that?
Chase and AJ, two guys that when I went back and rechecked after Brian. It's called Chase and AJ, nice blokes. Well, that's AJ. He's the Asian guy. There's a Polynesian and an Asian. I thought that was quite funny. Certainly stopped a few people so far. Yeah.
Well, how long are you going to do it for?
Oh, probably an hour or two and then bugger off. Just to make my point. And I seem to put it on YouTube and I send it to the council. Because I tell them I'm going to, so.
I've just noticed the yellow lines on that.
Yeah. Sneaky. So, hey, Russ!
Oh, he's turning around.
Oh yeah, he's coming to see me.
So I think there should have been something in that post too. That's not new. She snap a photo of that.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Hey, Jess.
What do you reckon?
Well, technically speaking, you can't get issued a ticket if there's some conflicting signage.
Yeah, exactly. Mate, my point exactly.
I haven't seen a warden come by. Perhaps they see me and don't want to.
I'm sure that guy's one of them.
I brought it with me, Jess. Stop people from parking here so they don't get stung tickets.
Yeah.
You know what?
This is a scam, and they're making money out of it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Not right.
We'll go find a park and come back.
Sure. Cool. Yeah, I told Russell I was coming down today. Yeah, I got that with, what was his name, Adrian, the Indian guy rang up. He goes, oh, we give you another 28 days to pay. And I go, oh, well, I'm not paying anything. Stop getting it out of your head that I'm calling in response to figure out what to pay. I'm calling to find out, yeah, it's not what I want to know.
No, you're good on quick on your feet with all that stuff. Or like they refer to it as an inquiry. I'm not making an inquiry.
Yeah, well, they said that about the accounts. They're still checking to see if I'm there.
Oh yeah.
Peekaboo's popping his head out occasionally.
There it is, yeah.
Good on him. Unfortunately, I'm not on court grounds, so they can't come and tell me all. Because that court matters bill got its third reading, but I don't know if it's got royal assent yet.
No, well the Attorney General's going to look at that, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work for them. Could be interesting.
That's been keeping us all
You see the white hockey sticks?
Oh, so you pull it.
You think it's a park?
You see a white hockey. Yeah. But it's all faded.
Yeah, well, see the little white X's? They're supposed to come and water blast those lines out, but they haven't. So most people just park here and then get stung $60 for being on broken yellows.
Oh, so you're being a good Samaritan, are you?
Yeah, well, I got a $60 ticket. And I rang them up and I says, well, you know, it's got conflicting road markings. You're not supposed to issue a ticket if there's conflicting signage.
Yellow lines, they say not parking anyhow. You don't park on those, do you?
Yeah, then that's why I got the ticket. But I'm saying, well, there's white lines. When I'm driving along, you see the white hockey stick sticking out, so you pull in and park.
It always gets you somehow.
I know, it's just revenue, innit? And the most argument I get is, well, it's got a P90 sign right there. Of course it's a car park.
No, that is.
No, that's a loading zone.
This is 5 minute loading zone. Oh, is that what it is? And what's the P90 for?
That's to refer to the other side, because legally they have to have signs on both sides of the road. It's entrapment, basically. I warned the council I was coming down to do this. Well, to answer that question, right, the rules say that you're supposed to put a, that if the warden in their training manual sees if there's conflicting road markings, they're supposed to ring up and call it in and get it repaired.
Can't you ring up and talk to somebody about it?
Done that. And they say that what the warden should have done is called in the fault and got it fixed.
Yeah.
Now, because he didn't do that, I did it for him, and I let them know in writing on the 4th of December, they were here on the 19th, 2 weeks later, still dishing out tickets after they were informed. So, that goes to show...
Pay your ticket?
No, I'm going to court in 2 weeks to challenge it.
Yeah, absolutely.
See? Wasn't there for 5 seconds. Boom. Yeah, if I wasn't standing here, she would have backed down and parked there. Everybody does all day, every day. So there you go. You'd expect them to do it right, but they don't. Yes, Jess. I like it. Yeah?
You've probably seen comments from me. Very, very informative, and I'm glad people are starting to understand and get the picture of that.
Yeah. Revenue tree.
See my new radio?
Oh, snazzy.
Hey?
Snazzy.
Where we got to get you one of my radio.
I'm going to be the doggy that...
Hey, check out the chemtrail over there, look.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Look. And
oh, yeah. There's two.
yeah.
There's a few, isn't it?
Yeah. They're going to stop in the bus stop, because they're a bus, aren't they? They look like a bus to me.
And so technically, their card tell us, sorry, you can't stop here, and they've got to move, otherwise they get a ticket. But he'll just come straight up and issue the ticket without giving them the warning.
Yeah. Well, that's... Oh, and a U-turn.
That's alright.
See cops doing it all the time. All the time.
Yeah, mate. I caught the cop then screaming past here doing about 60.
Funny, eh?
Isn't it amazing? The more out in the open I be, the less I get bothered by them.
We need to get a proper sign made, eh? Like one of these. Speed trap. Don't park here.
I'll show you that.
Yeah?
Look what I made.
Alright guys, and this is just for those naysayers that say, how are you going to run that on your car? Alright, there you go. That's how. Okay, and if I wanted to be cocky, can even run it in the rain because it fits underneath the roof. Okay, so just to show you what I mean there. Alright, fits under the roof. So I just need to bring that in. Okay, as far as power is concerned, okay, power cords, my extra speed camera signs there. Power cord goes in, it's plugged into a 4-way, no, a 6-way power board with surge protector, and that power cord comes through and plugs in here. I just flick that switch, turns off the inverter, and no sign goes. Okay, turn it on. Sign's working. Alright, so yes, the car's got enough oomph to run it, and that inverter I can leave running 24 hours. It seems to work okay as long as I run the car once a day. It's all good. Alright, so there you go. Catch you later.
I filmed it so I can show you.
Right.
You notice the little peekaboos. The court security comes out occasionally and sticks their head out to see if I'm still here. They don't come near me either, and I've already walked past and filmed them just for fun. They've got their doors closed.
Yeah,
that's their intent to stop me from filming. They close their doors whenever I'm around. I sent an email off to all the media too this morning. Good to see they don't give a fuck. That's alright.
No, he can.
He can, because they shouldn't get a ticket here at the moment.
What is it, a $60 pack, mate?
Broken yellows.
Pardon?
Broken yellows. I got one on the 12th of October. Broken yellows.
Oh, then there's a fake one.
I know. This is what I said to them. I said if there's conflicting road markings, they shouldn't issue tickets.
What's all the cameras about then?
Oh, that's in case I get harassed by the cops or the court security. I've been harassed by them before. But yeah, I got a ticket. I'm challenging it. And technically speaking, because there's conflicting road marking, they shouldn't issue a ticket at the moment, but they still do it. They issued 2 on the 19th. Oh yeah. There you go.
Just back up a little bit.
Have a look on YouTube. Yeah, the loading zone you'll be fine. But yeah, have a look on. It's my YouTube channel. Everything I'm doing in regards to this spot is going up on YouTube. So. It's neat. It's only there because of the P90s on the other side. They have to have signage on both sides of the road, but it's deceptive. It makes you think there's 3 car parks here. Yeah. Every time I've come here, that sign's been rotated in a different angle. It's crazy. You'll be right. The warden's not going to come anywhere near us while I'm standing here, I'll tell you that much. So you're safe as houses, mate.
I've got a special parking permit because of the job I do.
Oh, you'll be right.
So it's not as if I can park more, but if it's parking me or anything like that.
Even so, if it's not a legal park, then it's still not a legal park. It only doubles your time if you've got a mobility parking.
Sorry?
If it's mobility parking, you've got double the time.
No, it's a special parking permit, not mobility. Yeah.
Oh, but it doesn't mean I can park anywhere.
No, of course not.
When I park on a meter, I can stay there all day and don't have to pay.
Yeah, well, with those P60 ones, you can stay there for 10 minutes and not pay. You've got 10 minutes grace. So if you're only going to be in a P60 for 10 minutes, you don't have to pay.
No.
Believe it or not.
Yeah, my daughter was in a wheelchair.
So yeah, you'd be surprised the amount of people that say, but it's got white hockey sticks. They don't care.
Well, that's why it's been, you know, since
that's why everybody mentions it.
They haven't changed it since then.
Well, she saw them dish out tickets on the 19th of December.
Are you serious?
2 weeks after I told them of the fault. Yeah. It's the $60 parking ticket saga. And I challenged an $80 speeding ticket last year and won. 10 months, 4 appearances, 3 police prosecutors.
Looks like you're pretty well set up.
Oh yeah, this is to really scare the cops off. How long have we been here? 12:15?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's all up, isn't it?
Fuck, is it?
Yeah. It's all up.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. And that's the truth.
Yeah, that'd be right, being here 2 hours.
Yeah.
You see what I mean though, eh? It's just everybody,
it's ridiculous.
Every single person I've asked, why did you park here? Because of the white hockey stick, they say. Wow.
He needs to know he's in a 5-minute parking loading zone.
Get it off the drum, please.
Well, the same applies for those two. There's white marks and there's loading zone.
Yeah, and there's loading
zone. I went and looked at the road regulations to state how the road markings should be.
You're only in a 5-minute park, just so you know.
But, yeah, I went and had a look, and there's nowhere does it say there can be a loading zone and white lines in them. It has to either be a loading zone or parks, not both. This is my pet peeve at the moment.
It's good. Good.
But it's amazing the amount of people that say, you know.
There goes another.
Yeah, I think he's a subscriber. Big smile on his face when he read it. But at the end of the day.
Oh shit, that's fine.
That'll be a parking ticket, that. Because I'm here, probably.
Yeah, we're just going off to somewhere. I'll forget some lunch.
Keeping an eye on me.
It's late lunch.
Oh, there's been a lot of cops go past here today. I've caught them all. Yeah, I'm going to call it quits too, I think. I am stuffed. I'm baked. Alright, have a good one, eh?
Thank you.
See ya.
Catch up again.
Oh. Yeah, I'm going to call it quits. 2 hours is enough for me.
Well, people, there you go. Another protest done and dusted. There for 2 hours at least. Warned a shitload more people. For some reason deterred all the parking wardens as they were operating in the area. They didn't come near me. So, great. And I'm going to keep going back and I'm going to keep doing that until they fix the damn sign. Might make it a weekly thing.